Ghanaian living abroad. Are you having problems running errands in Ghana? Then sign up Sumafo app for your assistant services, confirmation services, personal rep services, and errand services. You can also reach us on www.sumafo.com or follow our social media handles on @Sumafo. You can also reach us on WhatsApp via +233 59 720 2402.
Live on SBTV Africa. You know, when it comes to social issues, entertainment, SBTV Africa. We have SBTV Africa Sports and SBTV Africa Foundation. Let's help together. Today, I'm here again with my own man, Patrick. He's in charge of financial. He's a financial expert. You know, every week I've been hosting him. Today, we want to talk about dollar dropping to 8 Cedi to 10 Cedi and all that. He said this thing some time ago on my show that in a few weeks to come, the dollar will drop. And today, I'll give him a name, Prophet Patrick. Patrick, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa.
Thank you, thank you. Adays, I was.
Oh, me that you talked last time, you were telling us about the dollar will drop in a few weeks.
Yes.
From 17 to 8 Cedi.
Yes.
I mean, tell us more. What happened? What is the magic? Is it like because of the IMF or because of what? Or I don't understand.
Okay, so make a pick up from various angles. I think the last time I was here, we discussed dollar. I explained where the dollar hype was coming from. You see, speculations. Dollar is supposed to depreciate at certain times of the year. And I've explained this thing over and over again. Let me explain again. The first half of every year, that's January to March to sometimes April, people import after they've used all their goods for the Christmas. So they import new goods. They are using cedis to go and look for dollars or pound or euro to buy the goods from outside. So at that time, there's pressure on the cedi to get more dollars. So that's one. Within the same first quarter, January to March and sometimes April, big firms that come from outside the country to come and establish businesses here, where they make profit, they do what we call repatriation of profit, take some of the profit to their home country. And when they are taking the profit, even though they worked in Ghana and they got cedis profit, they have to turn it into dollars. And at that time, they also need dollars to send it back to their home country. Then there's a normal chasing of dollars by the oil companies. They buy the oil outside the country. They have cedis here, they have to change to dollars. So most of it are not, within the first half of the year, the cedi depreciates because of the pressure. Then the latter part of the year, when Christmas is approaching, like what we are seeing today, from September, October, November, December, people are stocking up for Christmas. So at that time, too, the cedi depreciates at certain rates, depending on what factors are at play. So that's the traditional way of cedi appreciating and depreciating. When the cedi depreciates for some time, at certain times too, it appreciates. So for example, whenever there's a cocoa loan, when the Ghana goes for the cocoa loan, it comes in dollars. So when it comes, it means at that time you have so much dollars in the system, and it brings the dollar price down. So that is beefing up, and other sometimes the government to get some foreign currency here and there, it beefs up. But when you look at when the cedi depreciates, this is the period. Now let's look at what has happened this year. Now this year, from June, July, when there were rumors of government cannot pay salaries, government cannot pay treasury bills, government is suffering, government is doing this, then people started panicking the system. So those of us who had so much money, people who had so much money, started looking at, okay, if government is going to suffer, treasury they can't pay, bonds they cannot pay. And you see the danger was that government and the Ministry of Finance, Bank of Ghana, nobody spoke. So there were rumors, and the rumors were gaining root. They said that if there's so much rumor, nobody debunks the rumor, it becomes the truth. So when there was so much rumor and people were getting scared, people thought that, okay, why don't I protect myself? let me go and change my cedis into dollars or any other currency. And when I change it, I won't take it to the bank. So you see where the issues are coming from. If they had changed the dollars and they took it to the bank, there wouldn't be any problem. But because they took it outside of the banking system, then the banks was suffering. So people were just changing. So it started gradually. And the more people are chasing for the dollar, and it's not the time that people look for dollar. Don't forget, I said first quarter and the last quarter. So January to March, we look for it. Sometimes July, August, up to December, we look for it. So if it's not that time and people are looking for it, it means that we don't have the dollars in stock. So they started small. And they were able to activate some media houses, some people to talk about, say, dollar is going up, it's going up. Then once other people hear that it's going up, then everybody join. So we're speculating that, hey, things are going to be tough. Then when everybody join, many people bought the dollars. So at some point, you realize that in the day, the price of the dollar would jump like almost like 2 cedis because it was out of panic. It wasn't the normal way of people looking for dollars. So those who bought the dollars, somewhere July, August, September, now you are somewhere in November, ending, you are going to December. The dollars that you bought, it's your cedi that you used to buy the dollars.
You have lost big time.
Now you need to convert the dollar back to cedi so that you can eat. That's one. So some of them started selling their dollars one by one. 2, when the issue of the bond issue also came up, and now government said, okay, we are doing this bond because of IMF. And everybody knows that when IMF comes, certain things are stabilized. And one of the things that is always stabilized is the dollar. So the moment people heard that our government is now getting closer to an IMF deal, then those who bought the dollars out of panic, speculators, they said that no, if you don't change it now, and the IMF deal goes through, and eventually the money we are expecting comes in, and we have so much dollars in the system, we will lose. So the ending part of November to the first week of December, those people started selling their dollars. Then now when people saw that, Charlie, now the dollar, you can get it on the market. Why? What's happening? Then the rumors started spreading that, hey, IMF deal is coming. And when the government announced that we are going to sign a staff level agreement with IMF, which means that it's the first leg of the approval, that was what broke the camel's back. Then now everybody now moving, people are taking their dollars, hidden somewhere, their vote, going to the Forex Bureau, the bank, just to change. And the moment people are selling the dollar and the rate is too high than who needs the dollar, quickly it affects the rate. Then so the rate was dropping. And what actually helped Ghana was that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think maybe a month ago, Bank of Ghana too started bringing what they call the daily rate, dollar rate. So now that rate is going up and now it's coming down. So people now are seeing that, hey, this now we are talking about that is coming down. It is not anything. Bank of Ghana even itself is saying it's coming down. So then I have no option than to go and sell it if I don't need it. So that has caused what we are seeing now. So I've mentioned 2 factors. So the third factor is that, about a month or so ago, Vice President said something about Ghana going for a deal that they call gold for oil. What it means is that government will get about 20% of the gold that we produce in this country, and they will use that to buy oil. So it means that they are not going to use dollars to go and buy oil from the oil companies, but the gold that we have, we are going to use to buy the dollars. What it means is that, in effect, we are saying that we are buying the oil with Cedi, because government is going to pay Cedi to the gold companies in Ghana, and they are going to use the gold to buy the dollars. The moment that also came up, it also created panic. It means that the dollars that we need in the system now will come down. So if I have it now and it will come down, it will affect me. So let me also go and change it. And even those companies that maybe they will buy the oil maybe 2 months ahead of time, they are also stopping because they are waiting for government to implement that decision so that it will give them more profit. So that is also another factor. Another factor that you can also talk about is that the dollar itself in America is suffering because of some policies by their central bank. So when you check globally, almost every currency as we speak today is also doing better than the dollar. So that has also impacted on the situation here. So I wasn't surprised that all of these factors is making the Ghana cedi today the best performing currency in the world.
So what about the burgers coming to town and all that? We are bringing dollars and also importing stuff.
Okay, so the money the dollars are the burgers are bringing, the dollars. When you look at the kind of dollars we do in this country, I'm not even sure it's up to 5%.
5%, okay.
So it doesn't have any impact. And don't forget, every year they come, but it is only this time, in so many years, that dollar has depreciated in December.
Is it going more?
It's going more. As of today,
go down more.
It's around 8 and maybe 9 if you want to buy it. So that's the situation. I know Bank of Ghana has a projection of maybe getting to about 6. As whether it's possible or not, we don't know. But that's the projection. Now, you see, it has a good side and a bad side. It's a good side because, one, now fuel prices will start coming down. Once fuel prices come down, fuel price is one of the things that drives inflation in this country. Everybody will say that fuel prices have gone up, so I'm also increasing my price. That's one. Two, because the inflation you are experiencing in this country, the price of goods and services are going up, a majority of it is what we call imported inflation. It means that the goods that we are bringing from outside, the cost of that good is what is costing us to also price our goods very high. Now, the amount of money I need to go and buy the goods, I don't need so much money. So eventually, as things shape up, you realize that inflation will also start coming down. So now you see that an item that about two weeks ago was 200 cedis. Because of how prices have gone down, dollar has gone down, we begin to see less around 150 cedis and all that. So now, things will become a bit relatively cheaper in this country. That's the good side. The bad side is that because now the Cedi and the dollar rate is getting closer, now people don't mind going to buy things from outside and it's cheaper. So you see that people are buying things from outside and bringing it to Ghana when we have companies or factories that are producing the same thing. And because they didn't get so much, a lot of money to get that goods, they bring it to Ghana and it's cheap. And if they are competing with the local ones, you end up seeing that, oh, Charlie, some time to come, they are able to overtake the local companies. But that is where another policy that the government said is going to implement comes in, where they are going to cut forex for certain importations. And I know
the same product, yes, you don't need to bring it.
Exactly. Like an example like rice. And I know it was read in the budget that they're going to cut some supply. So you should expect that next year, the rice that we consume in this country will come down. And when you look at the amount of money we use in importing rice, even if you're able to cut about 30%, it's going to give us a bit of strength when it comes to the Ghana Cedi. And other items that the government have mentioned. So if you really want to enjoy it, all these policies I'm talking about should be enforced. Once you enforce it, then what the shortage we are seeing, the dollar being overflown in this country and the Cedi performing, we can sustain it. If the policies are not protected, chances are that you enter into January, February, when now people have to raise stock, you have to now repatriate the funds back to their home country, and there are no policies around it. You see that the dollar will begin to rise again.
I was just about to ask you that after Christmas, from January,
yes,
to see.
After Christmas, we should expect some heavy need for the dollar, because the things I've mentioned, people have to restock, people have to send monies outside and all that. So there will be a bit of pressure on the Cedi. But that's where policy comes in. If the government and Bank of Ghana have been able to get so much dollars now, because now people are selling, they are able to buy it. At that time, it was just a matter of bringing it back into the market, so that even if the dollar price is rising, it will not rise that much. Because if it's 6 and it's 8 or so, it's good for all of us. People who are importing can be able to project. You don't have to project that today I'm importing at 8 cedis. By the time I'm going to import again, it's 10 cedis. It doesn't help business. So if government and Bank of Ghana is able to manage this thing well, then we'll be able to have some benefit, and all the things that we buy in this country will also be relatively cheaper. So that is what the government will have to do if it wants to sustain this gain. Because the dollar globally will also begin to take shape again. Don't expect that dollar will be weaker against all currencies forever. They will begin to also take shape. Once they begin to take shape, if you are prepared a buffer, you'll be fine. I've said this thing here that Ghana is one of the few countries that you go and you're able to see dollars everywhere. It's just one of the few countries. Even in Africa, there are a lot of countries that when you go, you see dollars there. Dollar is only sold to those who need it.
It's in their currency.
Yes. There are places that if you want to even take dollars, they will charge you. And you yourself, looking at the charge that you are going to incur, you will not go for it. So this is the time. And of course, this I'm talking about is in the law. We have laws around it. Even the limit of dollars you can hold. The issue is about implementation. Who is implementing it? It should not be a 9-day wonder of policies. Then we make some gains, then we go back and sleep. No. So next year, I expect that certain things, harsh decisions are taken. So that dollar does not become the order of the day. When dollar is the order of the day, it becomes stronger. Everybody will see dollar as a form of investment. I've said this here before. That a country that sees investment in hard dollars, holding hard dollars, that country cannot survive. That country can never survive. If people living in the country see that, Charlie, if I go and take hard dollars, I see it as an investment. I'm keeping it and selling it as profit. That country will not survive. Because your cedi or your currency will always depreciate. Because people are holding it for nothing. It's not like they are even keeping it in the bank. They are just keeping it at home. So they are taking the cash flow or money in the system out of the system. And nobody is benefiting. If the money is with the bank, at least the bank will be able to give a loan to a business that needs the loan. That business will expand, they will employ more people, they will pay tax. So that's the benefit. But if you take the money out of the system and you hide it somewhere, there will not be any money in the system. The banks cannot give loans, business cannot get money to expand. With time, unemployment will become the order of the day. So that is how you look at economic policies. Something that happens somewhere will have an impact on every other thing. So what do we do? What can we do as citizens? What can the government do? And these are the things that I think we should be always
putting our minds to. Dollar is dropping. Fuel price too is dropping. But when you go out there, things are not dropping. The market prices, things that they are selling, and everybody is complaining. Why all these things are dropping and they are not dropping their prices?
Okay, so
because you tell me that stock they've already, but no. But the time they also had that stock there when the dollar was rising, then they increased their prices. But now the thing has dropped. Everybody seems like, oh, Charlie, we are not dropping, and we are just like that. We just did like that. Why?
Okay, so I don't want to sound like I'm going to defend those who sell goods in this country. I'm not going to defend them. Neither am I also going to put them in a very bad taste. Okay, so when did we actually see the real drop of the dollar? Let's say latter part of last week and this week. So let's say a week. It takes about 3 to 1 month for prices of goods and services to drop in reference to market conditions. So if you really want to see the impact of the dollar that we are talking about, the dollar as it is should stay for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before we will see the impact. Yes, the issue of stock is clear. Where I have a problem, and I'm hearing that Monday, GPRT is going to reduce the price by 10%. 10%. Between September and now, you have increased the price for almost 56%. And you are reducing it by 10%. When
but
dollar,
I heard that they said they want until the fuel get to 10 cents.
Yeah, so today they had a meeting with the Ministry of Transport, and they are saying that 10% from Monday. For me, that is wrong. If you are driving your own car and prices go down, you see the benefit quickly. If you drive your own car and you go to the pump, it has to drop. You know it. But people who use public transport are not being treated fairly. And that is where it trickles down to people in the market. People in the hinterlands who have goods. People who are transporting the goods and bringing them. What is the impact of the prices? Because if we don't manage it well, trust me, we are not going to see the benefit. The benefit we are expecting to see, we won't see it. And I hear funny stories like when they want to reduce price, they are looking at the dollar, they are looking at inflation, they are looking at spare parts and all that. Come on, let's cut these things. When fuel price goes up, sometimes they increase in the day, twice. They don't go to any committee, they increase it. I can't tell me that we're buying diesel at 23 cedis, now today 16 cedis, and you are just decreasing 10%. The price 10%.
So they should have like maybe 30 or 40%.
We should be looking around minimum 20%.
20%.
So if I am paying, let's say 10 cedis, you are saying that I'm going to use it by 10%, so it means just 1 cedi off. That is not benefit to me. That is not benefit to me. So let's take the drivers of market women. You are always saying that where you go and pick the items, fuel prices have gone up. Now fuel prices have gone down. Next week, we are going to bring some goods. Let us see the benefit. You see, when we are citizens, we are cheating ourselves. We have no moral right to blame anybody. We don't have the moral right. Because we are not making everybody enjoy it. Today, we are supposed to enjoy today. If tomorrow, dollar goes up again, we know it has gone up. But today, let us enjoy it. Don't say that because of some losses you made yesterday, so we are replacing the loss. No. Let us enjoy it today. So market women, let the things go down. Spare parts dealers, let it go down. Today, I'm hearing that at the port, they have reduced the price, the import duty at the port because of the rate. They also use the rate. And people are saying that things have gone down at the port. Why have we not seen the benefit? We should see the benefit from next week. If someone is claiming the goods today, and a car that was selling for 100,000 last week, and a person collects today, I don't expect that the person will sell 100,000, but we are in Ghana. They will sell more than 100,000. And they will say that it's old stock. Meanwhile, it's current stock. The duty you are going to collect today has to reduce. What is the benefit that we are getting out of this? And that's where government should enforce through their agencies, GRA and all those, to ensure that people enjoy. People have suffered in this country for too long. This year alone. Come on. If I tell the fuel that I was buying in January now, it's almost like ×2. The only time you and I will enjoy is now, when things have gone down. Whether it is short-lived, whether it is for a week or two, we should begin to see the impact in our pocket. Is
there any measures governments can put in place, as in regulators, to check all those things, market women and all? Can we do that?
Yeah, so I've always said that government cannot enforce prices in this country. We have moved past the price control regime. But what government can do is that they can work through the bodies, associations. That's the only place that you can control some of these things. Because you can't go and tell someone selling tomatoes that they should increase the price. They won't increase. But when that person's leaders meet and say that, okay, because of A, B, C factors, reduction, fuel, blah, blah, dollar, we are appealing to you that, please, let's begin to look at our price. They will do it. And you should give them incentives. People have been in the market. The gutter in the market is spot. They pay duty. They pay, how do you call it, taxes. They have a name for it. Every day they pay it.
The tickets.
Tickets.
They buy it, yeah.
Yes, they pay it every day. The gutter has not been replaced. If you tell the person that they should reduce their prices, and tomorrow you use some of the taxes to come and do the gutter, they will not believe you. Because they are already paying and they're not seeing any benefit. That is where accountability comes in. Government should be accountable. If I give you my money as tax, and you tell me that the tax is going to be used to construct a road in front of my house, and I don't see the road for 10 years, tomorrow when it comes that you want to increase the tax, I'll fight with you. I will fight with you. And that is what government upon government have been doing in this country. People don't see the benefit of what they pay. And for that matter, when it comes to this negotiation, they won't listen to you.
So when you talk about tax, somebody should pay his tax. Why? You are paying tax, but
I'm not seeing any benefit. Even if you are doing something with the tax, you are not explaining to the person. Look at this road toll that they said they want to bring it back. I stay at Kaswa. We've been paying the road toll ever since. I went to Kaswa in 1998. We have been paying road toll. Look at Kaswa. The street lights are not even working. The whole place is dark when you are driving at night. And you say you are,
when it rains, to problem.
It's even worse. And you are saying that you want to bring the road toll again. When it was there, what benefit did I get? And what benefit will I get now that you are bringing it back? There's no benefit. This rail issue you are talking about, me, I've written more than 3 articles. One was addressed to the Minister of Road. One was addressed to the IGP. Several articles. When it rains, the place is flooded. Nobody has done anything about it. Now it's not raining, so the place is quiet. Next year, God will need to rain. It will happen again. So these are the things that does not encourage people. Do you understand? To listen to government when they say something. It doesn't encourage them because what they are seeing, the optical side of it, it doesn't encourage. So you government cannot go and tell someone to reduce the price when the next day they are seeing that you are driving V8. And the V8 is not one. Sometimes 30, 40. What they see does not encourage them. So sometimes we come and encourage people that, oh, reduce your price and all that. But when they sit back and say, I'm reducing my price, people are going to enjoy it. I pay tax, it's going to the government. The government does not do anything for me. The person will not do it. But I believe that if government want to position themselves, they should begin to communicate. For me, everything is possible with communication. When you communicate well, people understand. And give people promises that they can hold you accountable for. If you tell me that next week I'm coming back to the show, you give me your phone, Chama, won't I come? When I come, the reason I'm coming is that because you have the phone, I'm coming to take the phone. But if you tell me next week I should come and you give me something, you don't tell me that's something, it doesn't give me any encouragement. Do you understand? It's the same, I can come and just give me water. It's something. But when people are paying taxes, when they are doing something to benefit your government, please name the things you want to do for them. And for that matter, they will be able to have confidence in you. So, in all that I've said, please, 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 let's all help each other as a country.
Okay, Christmas is near. What's up? Any measures?
No, Christmas.
Are we going to enjoy?
You have to enjoy life. As for life, you have to enjoy life. But
are we going to enjoy? And what are the measures? Because you know we've already, I think we've spoken about.
Yes, our 2 years ago. Yeah.
What measures should we put in place?
Yeah. So the first thing you should remember is that your life does not begin and end in December. So don't see December.
Every day is Christmas.
Yes. Don't see December as the last day. Exactly. Don't see December as the last day. Whilst we are spending, please. You have to know that certain expenses are core in January. If you're a parent, the school fees is waiting for you. The light bill is waiting for you. You have some TNT that you need to cater for in January. So take those monies and put it aside. The rest you can enjoy it. If you want to enjoy the rest in the day, that's a problem. But always remember that December or Christmas is just for a short period. 1 week maximum. Afterwards, you come back to your normal life. So whilst you go out and chill, it's good to distress. This is the best time to distress. Go some beach, go to some family gathering, enjoy life. But do it in moderation. Do it knowing that tomorrow is there for you. Otherwise,
are we going to see more this Christmas?
Oh, people are going to enjoy.
I know few.
Oh, people enjoy. Oh, even today. Today people are enjoying.
Oh, okay.
Go around, you see.
Some few people.
You see?
Or more people are enjoying.
You see, this particular thing is very interesting. You see, enjoyment is subjective.
Okay.
Do you know someone's enjoyment to be sitting at home and watching a football match? That's the person's enjoyment. Someone's enjoyment to be going to a party, coming back home at 4 a.m. That's the enjoyment. So you have to know what makes you happy. Some people's enjoyment is sitting down with their families and they are watching TV. They are okay. Don't copy someone's enjoyment. My enjoyment may not be yours. My enjoyment can be boring.
So look within you.
Yes, what makes you happy? That's your enjoyment.
Some people can go and sit at the beach and just be watching.
Exactly, that's your enjoyment. They won't pay anything, but that's your enjoyment. So just locate your enjoyment and do that. I mean, occasionally people can advise you. If you want to take it and try, fine. But please, let's enjoy life in moderation. And this Christmas, please, if you want to drink, don't drive. It's very important.
If you want to drink, don't drive.
We need you alive for next year. Your family needs you.
Don't go boozo. Charlie, Patrick, thank you so much for passing through SBTV Africa. You can follow Patrick, your handles.
So YouTube is Patrick TVGH. Patrick TVGH. Patrick is one word, TV is one word, GH one word. If you follow me on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, is Patrick TVGH or Patrick Bankwa. Patrick Bankwa. When you go to Twitter, you know it already.
It's what?
Savings Twitter. Savings Twitter.
Somebody told me last time that, Charlie, every time I see your videos for Patrick in TikTok.
Yes.
But you know they give you credit. I say,
Oh, why is there? The image is there. The image
Charlie,
is there.
Patrick, nice passing through SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyame. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon, Tina, and D. Charlie, subscribe to our channel. Like I told you guys, every week I try to bring Patrick in to educate us on how to manage and how the system and everything is going and all that. So today, Charlie, we spoke about this dollar going down and petrol going down and all that. Charlie, next week we make you see. Say go down more now. If you go down more, like he talk, market women and also those bringing stuff, selling stuff to reduce it, transport fare and all that. So that Charlie, the system, it will be easy for us to want. The buggers too come with no game. They come, they get hope, say Charlie. The dollars that they brought, Charlie, they will get more money. But Charlie, this time, it dropped down, the money reduced, so the budget is poor. Anyway, my name is DJ Nyame. Subscribe to our channel for more SBTV Africa, the voice of the community. Charlie, if you catch me for town, just say tour. I will respond to tour. Charlie, tour. Peace out.
Hello, official fam. Merry Christmas to you all. This year, Bronya, the brutal. What am I talking about? This is the Tap Send Bronya Achedia from Tap Send to you. All you have to do is to send $200 or 200 euros or 200 pounds, and you stand an instant chance to win exciting prizes every Thursday to the end of the year. So what are you waiting for? Send the family members the money. Let them also celebrate Christmas. And by doing that, you also stand a chance of winning exciting prizes from Send. And oh, the grand draw is on the 29th of December, where you stand a chance of winning air fryers, blenders, televisions, a lot of prizes, and oh, free air tickets, 5 of them. Send. Send the people the money. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's reliable.
Having a hard time increasing sales? Every business have challenges. An ineffective marketing strategy? Failing to attract new customers? We can help you. Just Google GhanaOnlineAds.com and create a smart profile page for your business. Ghana Online Ads help local businesses improve their online marketing and increase sales. It also helps local consumers to identify the best business for their project and discover upcoming local events. How does it work? Sign up at GhanaOnlineAds.com, describe your business, add photos, and then publish your listing. Our focus is the long-term success of your business. For more information, visit www.GhanaOnlineAds.com or email sales@GhanaOnlineAds.com.
Eyo da sani bia ni da so se obenya adwuma ye sanso na yentimi nya adwuma ebra ye ni anyinama hoden etoda wobedru adwuma mu na nkane ani ho eba saa na atete no aye bebre enkankan se wobepo adwuma ba fie na nkane ani fie wokoso generator nso a ase famie nanso se wonim JB Mobile Engineers a all the above problems will be a thing of the past. JB Mobile Engineers nko na yebema 24-hour dedicated generator services. JB Mobile Engineers yeton generators eye foforo ene adada nyina sanso na ye maintenance, repairs, consultation which say uya adwuma say efie nnwuma hodo na o pese auto generator enye generator bia na wo auto enti uba ye be kirikiri mu ne be boa sanso so ena ye welding and fabrication say wo generator kitwa na kese ye be si dan kama e de asisu sere be ye nsuo ne awia ense no say we school sorry hospital companies and mining companies obia be aso ya ye betimi aboa mo eye generator ebebo adwuma nyina bon JB Mobile Engineers ewo Tema Michelle Camp Road Freye ewo 0244623899 and 0207596676. JB Mobile Engineers, your generator friend.